Oh my goodness, everybody, it has been a while. What's going on? Welcome to the show. Man, it has been a long week for me. Real long week. Just worked 48 out of 72 hours, Friday through Sunday. That was awesome. Fortunately, I didn't really do much work over the night, so I got to sleep Friday and Sunday night, but, you know, still being away from the family, being at work, that sort of sucks. Yeah. Last stream was last Monday. Dang, it's been a while. But in my time off, I have, well, off streaming at least, I've managed to get a fair bit of gaming in, because I did have some downtime while I was at work, fortunately. But hopefully y'all have had a nice week. Kind of missed hanging out with everybody. Hopefully y'all are having nice times of it. Kind of miss doing this. This is a fun hobby for me. So I wanted to do a couple things tonight. So first and foremost, most of this will be about me just kind of setting up my last epoch poison assassin in poison rogue. Way too many assassins in Path of Exile. My bad. Yeah, I'll be talking about that a little bit. I think I'm like level 64 or something at this point. I'm doing some doxy things. I'll turn my video on in just a minute. But yeah, anyway, we'll be talking about that. Also wanted to kind of do a brief rehash of the COVID talk that we did, probably about 2 weeks ago now. Wanted to do a, and I told you so of a very obvious point, and then also kind of wanted to talk about what content that I have coming. Because I think there's going to be some good stuff coming up with the Path of Exile League launch. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. Alright, I think I'm done potentially doxing myself. Hello! Good to see you all. I've continued to do some work on my audio with the help of a few of my friends who are, one is a sound engineer and one does voiceovers professionally, so hopefully they know what they're talking about. So if you guys have any comments about the audio, please let me know. I am always looking to improve that in your experience with this stream. Let's see, what else? I think that's all off the top of my head. So first, I wanted to do what's probably the most important thing, which is talk about COVID. So let's update that real quick. So COVID sucks, we all know this. So I made the assertion that the Delta variant, which is, in case you're unaware, is basically more contagious and also maybe leads to more severe disease, probably leads to more severe disease, but we don't have excellent data on that to like scientifically demonstrate that, but that's certainly what it looks like. So that is becoming the dominant strain across the world, and I was, basically said, well, that'll be the case in the US very soon. Well, guess what? It's now the case in the US. So just about everywhere, it's the Delta variant is now the predominant strain of COVID. So for those of us who are vaccinated, that's pretty much a non-issue because there's quite a lot of data available to demonstrate that all the vaccines that we have are perfectly fine against this. They're very effective. Maybe not quite as effective as the vaccines are against the, I don't know if they call it the alpha variant, but the initial variant of COVID that we were fighting. But the numbers are something like 88% effective versus 95% effective. 88% against Delta variant versus 95% against the original strain, that is. So for reference, that's still better than your MMR vaccines that you get. It's extremely effective. So no worries there. But if you're not vaccinated, this is definitely something to be concerned with. So get vaccinated. If you're in the US, you have no reason to not be vaccinated at this point, as far as I'm concerned. Unless you, barring some weird immune condition or something, or an allergy to the components, unless you have a true medical reason to not get vaccinated, get vaccinated. The other thing is Johnson & Johnson, poor Johnson & Johnson, they are once again under fire. So there is a, hey Denny, what's going on, man? Good to see you back. Appreciate you dropping into the stream. And yes, Delta is definitely not poggers, not at all. Sucks some fat balls for people susceptible to it. M2 started, okay. This, really? It starts that early? I thought I remembered getting a true summer vacation between M1 and M2. And for those of you who don't know, M1 and M2 are the first and second years of med school in the US. Oh, 1.5 year preclinical, got it. You're at one of those fancy schools. Gotcha. Yeah, that's nice though, at least you shave off 3 weeks of summer. Yeah, we'll get used to that shit, man. Come on into my world where you get no weeks of summer. That said, I do get 10 weeks of vacation, so, you know, I can't bitch too hard. Plus true post-call days. We hardly ever get, well, I shouldn't say that. We rarely get called more than once or twice overnight, so, like, your post-call day is, like, generally a legit day off. But yeah, Johnson & Johnson. So I actually meant to look something else up. So they are being implicated, or the vaccine is being implicated in cases of Guillain-Barré syndrome, which is, it's basically like a degenerative neurological condition, which theoretically is fatal, but generally it's more annoying than anything. But, you know, it's pretty serious. Like, some people can have, like, respiratory complications and weakness and, just anecdotally, like, my, what is she, grandmother-in-law, I guess, has, she had Guillain-Barré from a, what did she have it from? I can't remember how she got it. Might have been a vaccine, might have been a flu vaccine. But she has, like, neuropathy in her feet now, and has had some, like, real big problems with her feet. She's otherwise, like, okay. But she was hospitalized with it for a while. It's a big deal for sure. But the incidence of this Guillain-Barré syndrome is 100 reported cases in 12.8 million administered vaccines. So it's like 8 per million, basically. And that's not a lot, obviously. So I just for reference, I want to see what it is from the flu vaccine, which is kind of the notorious one for causing Guillain-Barré. Background rate is 80 to 160 in the US, so that's what, like half per million each week. So never mind, that's 25 per million per year ish. So that's a lot. That's a lot more than the vaccine. Let's see. Does it say here? Are variable and inconsistent across flu seasons. Oh, interesting. Okay. 1 or 2. So 1 or 2 per million additional, right? So, like, that's not really a huge amount. Yeah. Johnson & Johnson is just getting the shit kicked out of them, man. They've had a rough go between the blood clot incidents, which was actually lower than the background rate of cerebral blood clots. Yeah, that is just really sucked for them. Had a real hard time. But yeah, the other thing is that the other thing about COVID is that all of the places that are not vaccinated, and in case you are unaware, I am in Kansas City, and basically everything that you know about Missouri is true. That is to say that the southern part of Missouri is red as it gets. And thanks to the politicization of the whole pandemic situation, we got a lot of people who don't get vaccines around here. And they are all getting shipped into St. Louis and Kansas City and, like, creating another, like, surge of COVID cases in the area. So that's fucking awesome. You know, it's not quite to the point where, like, you know, at first we were worried about, like, ventilator supply and stuff like that. And you know, it's not going to overwhelm the system, but it's like numbers are definitely increasing dramatically, and especially from outlying areas. I personally put breathing tubes in three people from COVID, and did a tracheostomy, which is, you know, basically saying, hey, we can't get this breathing tube out of this person, so they need a permanent solution. So we did that for somebody who'd had a tube for 26 days, all of them unvaccinated, of course. So, yeah, that's happening. Please, God, get your vaccines. There's no reason not to. So anyway, that's my pontification there. So how's your clinical years treating you, man? You all right so far? What's your first rotation, Denny? just out of curiosity. My first one was surgery, for the record. Just sort of balls deep immediately, man. Trial by fire. Alright, so... I think I was here, yeah. Or, no. Wait a second. No, I was here. I was going back to here to get the other thing. So I'll take you through this character, which is fucking rough so far, by the way. So this is all, like, kind of janky. My weapons are decent, I guess. They've turned out pretty okay, but the rest of my gear needs a massive upgrade. This was okay because until recently I was actually using a sword. I think, like, maybe my last half hour of gameplay or something, I switched over to this. Yeah, this is my newly crafted dagger. So I need new armor, like, real hard. Need new boots real hard. Those are my in-game claws. I hope I find, gloves. I hope I find one with better rolls, especially the chance to poison. Throwing crit multi doesn't really do much for me, but, so this is a poison character, by the way, so the, like, hit damage, meh, don't really care. Rings are decent. Rings are actually pretty decent. Helmet is good enough. I think this is in-game amulet unless I find one. Because I don't really regenerate health in the sense of, like, passively regenerating it, so that doesn't do anything, and I don't cast any spells. So I just basically leech a shitload of damage and have a bunch of melee and throwing attack speed. So, as you can see here, I'm using Shurikens, and Acid Flask, and Smoke Bomb, and Shift, and Puncture. And Puncture seems like the least popular skill ever, but it does actually a pretty good amount of damage. So the way I have this set up is basically Shurikens is just sort of this, like, blade shield that lets me play this character as a walking simulator and just, like, run around and kill shit for the most part, then let it die die from poison as I walk by. Acid Flask is basically, like, I have it set up to where it makes all these, like, poison pools that both poison things and, because of this, give me bonus chance to poison things with all of my other attacks. And so basically this is like a single target buff, more or less. I hardly ever use this otherwise. Shift gives me 6 extra bonus damage from the Shurikens, which, interestingly enough, if you have this point, which makes the Shurikens go around you, these Shurikens also kind of go around you. They don't just, like, fly out. Oh, word to the wise, I tried to build this character as a, like, Shuriken primary at first. Like, that was going to be my go-to skill. This point kind of sucks. I do not like Ricochet. I don't feel like that... It seems like it would be super crazy awesome with all these, like, bonus Shurikens. But it isn't. It is not. Oh, and it looks like my vocals are really loud, by the way. If I'm blasting out your eardrums, please let me know. I just turned it down a little bit. So, sorry about that. Unlistenable is basically the opposite I want to be. Right, anyway, so I felt like a lot of the Shurikens were, like, missing, so you just, like, lose damage from that. Like, lose effective damage. Like, I didn't notice that they were, like, actually ricocheting that much. Maybe they were, and I just, like, am too stupid to tell. But in any event, not impressed with this point. Plus, as you can see, it makes them cost a crap ton of mana. Because when you have 2 points in it, it's 12 mana more. Not cool. So if you're gonna do this build, my recommendation... This, by the way, that made leveling really bad. Because the skill that I, like, you know, planned to build around wasn't working the way I thought it was going to. So leveling was sort of rough. I strongly recommend just going over here and then getting this. Like, you want your swirling, you know, shield blade shurikens to pierce things, because otherwise they just go away when they hit something. But if they pierce, they just keep going. And so you get the blender deal going pretty well. Puncture was a surprise win in my book. So I unfortunately have to take this point, which makes it cost a crap ton of mana. But The bleed to poison chance is awesome because the skill itself has innate bleed chance, as you can see, 30% chance to inflict bleed. This is bleed. This is lots of bleed. And then this is poison. So like all of those things make this have a really high chance to poison. So yeah, it takes a lot of mana, but I can spam that and deal a bunch of poisons really quickly. And then Smoke Bomb is basically just kind of some Dusk Shroud, which grants me Glancing Blow chance and dodge. It's potential for that, and then some extra like leech and stuff while I'm standing in the cloud itself. So I don't know if this actually works with the Puncture thing. You know, like the Puncture bleed to poison conversion. But I'm rolling with it. I honestly rarely use Smoke Bomb. Smoke Bomb and Acid Flask pretty much only get used against, like, big single targets or, like, multiple, like, medium targets. You know, like those, big, what is it, like, Desecrated Flesh or whatever, the huge dudes that, like, swing stones around and shit. Yeah, that's pretty much the only time either of those things gets used. Otherwise, as you will see, I'm generally pretty content to just, like, run through the level. So let's do that with my mediocre gear. I also need to, I'm high enough level now that I need to, like, go through my stash and figure out, like, what pieces of gear I have that I saved for later crafting that I can, in fact, craft. Then I'm sort of taking my time on this. Usually I, go a little faster. So yeah, this is what I've been doing with my spare time on call at work, basically. Probably put like 6 hours of gameplay into this on Sunday. Well, yeah, probably about that. We're actually pretty busy on Sunday, oddly enough, but you know, when you're there for 24 hours, time stacks up pretty quickly. And honestly, a lot of my day on weekend calls is spent just waiting for stuff to finish, like waiting for surgeries to finish, because I don't really have a whole lot to do. I'm not the one who sits in the operating room, so I'm just kind of like there supervising stuff, like spot checking, making sure everything's cool. So like once you like get everything set up and the case is underway, it's just kind of smooth sailing. So you know, as long as the rest of the hospital isn't imploding, then life is good. Alright, so here's the boss time. Woo. So damage is pretty good. Damage is pretty good. As you can see, like when you ramp up all of the different stuff, so generally my combo, like, so I'll Acid Flask and then Shift, which also drops another Acid Flask, that, and then cast my Shurikens again and go for it. Usually I can only, you know, use Puncture like 4 times or something before the Acid Flasks go away and I run out of mana, but you know what, that's cool. It's all good. Seems to work well enough.
Yes.
So that's where I've been. Just kind of moving along with that, hoping for better gear. I don't know if I need to remove this or what, because I, like... That's pretty good for this build, but it would be really nice to, like... Oh yeah, I need to talk about my defensive strategy for this build. Forgot about that. That's actually pretty important. Increased damage attacks used by shadows. Yeah. I do use shadows, so like if you notice Puncture, I have 2 shadows. That's the Mirage thing that makes it cost 15 more mana, which is trash, but oh well. Do I want that? That might be good. I don't know if physical damage actually, like, affects me. That might be decent. Might be good to keep. I'll craft that up and see what happens. But yeah, so defensive mechanics. The reason that I can live with that little health is 1, endurance, which is what that's going to be good for. So if you are unaware, endurance So the endurance threshold is the life total at which endurance starts reducing damage, and the percent endurance is how much damage is reduced by. So below 342 health, my damage damage I take is reduced by 34%. So that's kind of awesome. And you can definitely make some pretty solid builds where you stack endurance. There's a shield type, like a shield base type, that gives you like a remarkable amount of extra endurance, and that's going to be something I will probably go without because I want to dual wield daggers. But fortunately, there are plenty of things on this tree that reduce incoming damage. So glancing blow chance. Glancing blow reduces damage by 35%. So I have just flat 16% chance to make that happen. And then I have lots of chance to get a Dusk Shroud, which gives me 5% more glancing blow per when I hit. And then I'm working on this, so when I attack things, I will also gain Dusk Shroud. And my Smoke Bomb, as you saw earlier, also gains me Dusk Shrouds. So that's pretty sweet. So most of my damage is going to be reduced by 35%. And then I have this, so for each Dusk Shroud, when I hit things, and I hit things all the freaking time, by the way, because remember there are 9 shurikens, spiraling around me constantly. So I gain 5 health per shroud per hit. That's a lot. So if I don't get just like straight up one shot, I'm pretty good. And now granted, with 800 life, I'm fairly likely to get one shot, so I'm working on that.
Take care.
But, oh, yep, need to check my stash. Forgot about that. Let's see, so I can use all this shit now. Definitely gonna ditch these boots. I should probably just, like, buy some boots. Let's see if there's any uniques that are, particularly excellent. Ward? No, don't really have any interest in Ward. Dodge if I've been hit recently. Ah, cold damage. That'd be good if it was poison damage. But it isn't. So it's not. Oh yeah, those are awesome. Alright, let's see what I got in here. How about that? Nope. It wasn't mana. Mana and intelligence. Actually, mana's pretty decent for me. I run out of mana fast. Sure. That's... yeah. Okay, can't use those. Let's see if I can craft those up. Wait, I'm doing this the stupid way. Boots. I love searching things. Makes life so much easier. Yeah, cool. Rocket. Okay, can't wear those. Movement speed, minion health. Physical resistance and health, eh. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see which one of these turns out to be a winner. Okay, probably not. Strength, movement speed, health. Alright, we'll start with those and see what happens. You get crafted. Oh, definitely not shattered. Not shattered? Why would I shatter you? Huh. So, I guess fizz damage is probably what I'm looking for here first, right? 79. Not gonna fly. Okay, we'll do endurance then. Okay, void res. I don't think I have any void, like I have literally 0 void resistance. Oh, well that turned out pretty decently. Let's see how that compares with this. Damage-wise, that's gonna tank my lightning resistance though. That might be worth it though for 14% endurance. Yeah, literally no void resistance. Then I gain 60 life, or 50 life, 52 life. Does that actually increase my damage? It does. Really? 2331, 3014, 308. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, well, I guess it's basically neutral on damage. Lowers my endurance threshold, though. But below that threshold, I'm not taking, like, any freaking damage. Okay, well, I'll hold on to that ring, I guess. That's, you know, that's a solid ring. Cool. Okay, which one of these do I want the most? Probably this one. This cold resistance is good, and I think... It seems like there would be a prefix that I want on here. Like, dexterity, for instance. How about that? Yeah. Hell yeah. Take that. You roll the frickin' dice on this crafting all the time, dude. Please don't break. Okay. Okay, so all of that is already upgraded pretty far. I want to roll the, how's the implicit? Okay, implicit's pretty good. So I'm gonna take a health hit on this, though. That's okay. Yeah, fuck it, let's do another one. There we go. These are all gonna be 69. Oh, and I can't do it anyway, so I guess we're done. Thanks, new boots. Alright. Raucous Claws, they stay. Well, that was a pretty successful crafting session, if I do say so myself. Let's see, what else can I make? I actually like this ring a lot. I'll probably hang on to this. I crafted, if I recall, I think the only thing that this had on it was the endurance threshold and the health. And I think I crafted everything else. Yeah, so it's like super unstable. Oh, I need armor. Yeah. Is it with an OU? Frickin' Brits. Oh, it's highlighting everything that I... What's that? Oh. Well, I am not an archer, but that is pretty hot. I wonder if this is a good idea. Decrease my physical resistance and my necro resistance, but I will avoid all critical strikes and have a lot more health. Well, a little bit more health. And I will leech a lot faster. Yeah, worth a thought. Let's see. That's all class-specific stuff. Maybe I should go gamble. A thief. A rogue. Body armor. In fact, I think that is what I will do. Oh, what's this? I wonder if I can take off. Got a 1 in 4 chance to take off that. Nope. Brick. Okay, worth a shot.
Yes.
Okay, I want that, and that, and that, and that. Black arrows dropped by Dark Quiver. Yeah, we'll shatter that, I guess. For the mods. So yeah, hopefully you guys are all doing well tonight. I have missed doing this for sure. It's a lot of fun. This has been a good hobby. Met some cool people. Definitely have enjoyed myself quite a bit. Mostly thanks to you guys. Y'all have been pretty fun. Speaking of which, if you're around, speak up, chat with me. I miss you all. I miss human interaction through this game or something. Idols are still a mess. I found a real good idol. This one, which I actually, yeah, I need to put that in. I was waiting to get rid of my sword. And since I have done exactly that, I will use it. Damage over time, stun chance, and poison res? Nah. That's a pretty sick, like, real bad roll on the poison chance per equipped dagger, but that's okay. Plenty of time to upgrade. I'm betting that that increased my damage a shitload. Yes, it did. Cool. Love it. Okay, so I feel like I just substantially upgraded my character. I'm about it. I guess that's not a terrible thing. Maybe I should roll the poison chance to hit. Isn't that really low? Yeah. I wonder if I can craft that further. Not shatter it, mind you. Just craft further. Frailty on hit I don't really care about. Poison damage I do, though. Woo! Okay. Let's see. What's that? Sure. Oh, I fractured it. Fantastic. Oh well. So much for rolling the implicit. Oh yeah, so one thing, there are a couple things that I wanted to talk about content-wise. So if you are a fan of this last Epoch game, I released a sort of trial run of a, oh, I need to do the quest echo. Like, I released a guide, basically, for my previous character, which was an ice sorceress, Frozen Bolt, and Ice Barrage, or Sorcerer, sorry. It was not very well edited, to be honest. But I'm improving. I'm figuring things out, figuring like what bothers people, what people want, you know, how to actually do things. But it's like all the information is there. It's just not, you know, as polished as I would like it to be, or as it probably should be. But, you know, I'm learning. Like I said, this is a hobby. I'm having fun with it. And if you want to make a really badass character, like, that's super easy and lots of fun to play, I recommend that. Like, just go watch it. It's cool. It's on my YouTube channel. But with that in mind, I plan to be releasing a whole lot more content like that in the not very distant future. Like, specifically, once this character is done, hopefully I can finish this character up before, you know, get into the, like, late 80s, at least, level-wise, and get some fairly, you know, reasonable in-game gear on it, before the Path of Exile League starts. But, if not, then that'll just wait. But I'll have a guide for this that hopefully will be a lot more useful. And, you know, I'm not 100% sold on this character yet, and especially the way that I'm building it, but it's been fun. Leveling, like I said, sort of sucked, but I screwed myself on that. And, like, if you do this, you know, Shuriken blender kind of thing, you're gonna be way better off than I was. I also, like, despite having played through with 2 characters, I really didn't have a whole lot of gear to twink to this thing. I had like, I had a different set of gloves that increased, like, throwing damage and, like, gave some dodge rating bonus and stuff that were early levels. And, like, a couple, like, real basic items, but nothing beyond that, really. No weapons, which is a huge one. And, yeah, pretty much just, like, the belt and just some, like, random boots that gave move speed and health. Nothing super fancy. Oops. Okay, time to take this a little more seriously, because these guys are gonna butt-fuck me. Ow. Yay, poison! So yeah, long story short is I'll be releasing a guide for this that hopefully y'all find useful. I also plan to, sort of like, chronicle, like my experiences in Path of Exile and do sort of like basically like a highlight reel, honestly, for, the character as it progresses. Or all of my characters as they progress, I should say. Yeah. That's crappy rolls. Yeah, so that'll be kind of a new experience for me. Hopefully I can get it all done, because really pretty much the only time I have to edit stuff, assuming I don't want it to like bleed into my actual gaming time, is like my son's quiet time, which is like an hour every day, assuming I'm home for that, which is not a given because it's like early afternoon. It's that and like extra time when I'm on call. So yeah, that might be asking a lot, but we'll see how it goes. That's a pretty freaking good ring for me. Why don't I craft that bad boy up? Shatter that. So with that change, I also plan to start uploading my VODs to a separate YouTube channel, which creatively enough will be called Milkman's VODs. So I will stream directly to that, or excuse me, I will not stream directly to that because I'm now a Twitch affiliate, and that is illegal and against the terms of my contract. Anyway, VODs will be uploaded there. And my main YouTube channel will just have the like the highlight reel stuff and like other content that I do. You know, basically like I'll cut out some of the like COVID stuff and paste that together, so people have like an actual, you know, useful piece of video to watch that like gives you reasonable information for that. And like, you know, you can actually like talk to a doctor or see what a doctor thinks about the COVID situation. I mean, that's kind of why I'm here, right? It's like one of the things that I like about this channel is it's like an openly accessible, you know, medical information source. I think that's super cool. But anyway, I'll do that, and then yeah, so like the main channel, my main YouTube channel, will start being more like unique content, you know, not just like all the streams and stuff. So I think that'll be cool. That'll be fun. It's gonna be fun for me. It's gonna be a good time. Kind of pushing this a step further, this whole like content creator thing. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it too, and I would love any feedback that you have on it. And please don't be afraid to tell me that I suck, because if I do suck, I want to figure out how to improve and stop sucking. So that's kind of how I roll. Do I want health or endurance threshold? I think now that I have gotten rid of my endurance threshold, I would probably want some of that. The question is, even if this ring ends up kicking ass and taking names, will I use it? Yeah, I'm not certain that I will, but we'll give it a go regardless. Always pushing the envelope with that transition to the Guardian Glyphs. Necro resistance. Do I really care about that? Let's see, what's the chance there? Yeah, might as well take the 84. Fuck! Okay, well, at least it's usable still. So I need a... I really don't want to pay for another frickin' stash tab. So basically I'm just dumping stuff in here, and I need to like go through and just call this shit. Like, realistically, I'm not going to use any of this, even though these are awesome mods. But I don't know, man. I'm a pack rat. What can I say? Guilty as charged. I thought real hard about making a like an Ignite Paladin with all the like holy fire crazy nonsense, but I didn't. Here I am with a poison rogue. It's basically the same thing, right? Oh, going the opposite direction that I need to. That's fantastic. Yeah, these bastards may warrant an acid flask. Yeah, so stuff crumbles pretty quick when you get the flasks involved. is that basically just like, you know, it's a decent attack in and of itself, and then it just like hardcore buffs everything else that you're running. So yeah, upcoming content. I will probably be doing, well, not probably, I will be doing another video on, like another stream specifically on Path of Exile League starters. Like budget ones, because I don't really have much use for a build that is not, like, you know, League start viable, because I just, like, you know, don't have that much time to play. I usually get, like, 2 or 3 characters in a league, and then, you know, move on to something else. You know, generally I'll push them into, like, the mid-90s-ish, low to mid-90s, so I get a decent amount of playtime out of them, but, you know, I kind of want them to count. So I'll be doing that, and then I will make a YouTube video out of that, so you don't have to watch the entire VOD that I already did, and the second VOD that I'm going to do to figure out what I think will be good, unique League starters that will sort of be like fringe meta. You know, like I want my characters to be like reasonably powerful, so meta is a good choice, but also don't want them to be like, you know, I'm not going to tell you to like League start with a cast on crit character or something ridiculous like that. Yeah, hopefully you'll get some interesting stuff in there. Like, I think the last time I was talking about, like, a Frost Bomb Elementalist, and, oh, I just have to kill all this shit. What else? What were the other choices? Man, why do I not remember? There's a Frost Bomb Hierophant, too, like, they were Archmages. There was a Elemental Bladefall Blade Blast Spell Slinging Inquisitor, which I think I kind of want to do. It looks really good. It worked out on paper a lot better than I thought it was going to. And you know, Bladefall Blade Blast is like just sort of fucking busted ass combo anyway. But so I know that's not exactly the most creative option, but it should be fun and effective. So that's a good thing, and the ones that I at least like have on my mind right now are a Orb of Storms Raider with Archmage, and like, and I know that sounds weird, but like Raider has so much like the onslaught bonuses and stuff make it a really good choice for Orb of Storms, because you can cast so quickly, and you just cast Tempest Shield like it's going out of style. Crit, that's pretty good. Maybe I'll keep that. Too bad the crit chance per dagger is trash rolled, but whatever. Move that out of the way. Slow on bow hit, dancing strikes. Yeah, nope. But yeah, I think the Archmage Raider is a pretty cool option too. Shock on hit, lightning damage, and void damage. Yeah. Underwhelmed. So you, sir, get shattered. Oh, and then the other thing that I'm thinking about is a
Yes.
God, what's it called? A cultist. An occultist that does one of the new chaos spells. If you didn't see them, there's one that kind of looks like Blazing Salvo, but chaos. And there's also a freaking Chaos Nova. Hell to the yeah. It's a goddamn Chaos Nova. Oh yeah, I wanted to go gamble in armor. Well, maybe I'll do that after I finish this quest line.
Take care.
But, so I wanted to do that, but with poison. So the idea is you, you know, use the Profane Bloom and just, like, pop stuff, and since you've scaled so much poison damage, which also scales the damage from that, for the record, that hopefully the, like, those explosions would just, like, proliferate, and life would be awesome, because you'll just be, like, constantly exploding shit and poisoning it. Lots of corpses to blend. So yeah, I'm hoping that that'll work out well, and definitely am quite concerned about the single target damage potential for it, but if that Blazing Salvo Chaos thing acts like it looks like it should, it might be okay, because you'll just like spam poison stacks on bosses, so it'll be fine. But we'll see. I'll at least like make a template for that, and maybe revisit it later after they release the information for all the new gyms. Please attack this. What the fuck? Okay.
Not happening.
The last bit of content that I have coming out. See, can you tell that I'm packed? Like, I've been off for a freaking week, and I just, like... I'm drowning in things to do. I have so much to offer you, chat. So much to offer you. I hope you enjoy it all. Anyway, yeah, the last thing is a question and answer session for med students and pre-meds in association with the Student Doctor Network. And I will be doing that on July 21st. How do I do this without doxing myself? Phone. Hold on. Yeah, I believe it's July 21st at 7 Central Time, so 8 Eastern. Let me make sure that is true. I have no recent conversations. Yes, I do. Lies. Well, I will figure that out. And, wait a second. Maybe I can do that right now. I can be smarter than the computer. There we go. Yep. Okay. Show all conversations. Very difficult to do on a phone, apparently. Let's see. 8 p.m. Eastern. Yes, indeed. On July 21st. Yep. 8 p.m. July 21st. So be there or be square. That will be good shit. Okay, perfect. Rock and roll. I'm going to close that now. Alright, excellent. So yeah, that is the last bit of planned content I have. That should be a really good time. For those of you who are interested in that, I strongly suggest showing up. The last few Q&A sessions have been really good, actually.
Not happening.
The first one had a fair few trolls, unfortunately, but that is nothing that a swift banhammer can't fix. Yeah, like, lots of really good questions. Like, the second one I did, the most recent one, like, it was scheduled for an hour and it ran, like, 3.5 hours, because they were just, like, there was a ton of interest. There were, like, consistently 50 to 100 people, as I recall, like, you know, in and out of either Discord. It was through a Discord channel.
Easy.
Either through the Discord or like my stream, just asking questions. Danny, I believe you were one of those people, if you're still here. So thank you for joining for that. But it was a bit of a jank affair because I was actually on call at the hospital at the time and had to like I had a lot of issues with my stream setup essentially because I'd never streamed from there before, and it was just like all fucked, and like my audio was not good, and I couldn't figure out why. Basically, I don't think I ever did figure out why. I never had audio on my end. I just or no, that's not true. I never could hear my own audio. So I was just kind of like talking and just it worked out. But in any event, like, people were there for a really long time asking very intelligent questions, and it wasn't the typical, like, you know, what do you have to do to get into med school? And, you know, like, generic nonsense that is, like, zero effort, basically. They were actually asking very thoughtful, you know, intelligent things, which was awesome. It's a lot more fun to answer questions like that anyway. So I have high hopes for this session as well. And, you know, even if you, like, you know, have a pretty good handle on kind of what's going on and what the, you know, what med school and or the med school admissions processes are like, you know, maybe other people think of things that you haven't. It's, like I said, there's people are asking some pretty insightful stuff. Like, there was a guy who was, as I recall, he was involved in, like, billing of some kind, like insurance, you know, insurance billing, or, like, you know, medical billing. I don't know, something on the billing side. And he was asking lots of, like, business-related questions, which is not something that you get very often in a medical talk, because frankly, doctors are fucking idiots when it comes to business, present company included. I feebly offered my half-assed responses to those questions. Fortunately, most of the things he was asking, I had at least like a little bit of insight into that maybe he didn't already know. But yeah, I mean, again, very, very thoughtful, quality questions. So I recommend you check that out if you're even sort of interested. Where am I gonna put this shit? I don't want to buy another tab. I guess I'll follow through here and do that. Boo. Mixing idols. Boo. Let's go get some experience. So yeah, I'm excited. Actually, I think this is gonna be really fun. Lots of cool stuff on the horizon. You know, sort of switching up how I do things a little bit, and maybe providing some, like, you know, more valuable content than just like slapping streams up on all of my different platforms and hoping people watch them. Actually, like, providing, I mean, I feel like I provide a fair amount of value anyway, but at least on the medical front. Like, this is obviously me just playing video games, but you know, providing something of value that people can come back to without having to watch, like, an entire freaking VOD. Because I get it, like, people are busy. Nobody wants to watch a 3-hour video to get the, like, you know, piecemeal opinion that I have of some, like, obscure anesthesia topic, but with my editing skills, I will provide them that value. Speaking of which, if there's ever a topic that anybody wants me to cover, or you have any questions,
Too easy.
I don't put AMA, medical AMA every day in my title for no reason. You can absolutely ask me anything that you want about medicine, about, you know, healthcare, whatever, COVID, I don't give a shit, medical school, you name it, man. I am here to answer questions all day, every day. Because frankly, I enjoy doing it. And actually, in case you didn't know, the reason that I even am involved with the Student Doctor Network is that I used to be a moderator there for like 5 years. And I have done a lot of pre-med and med student advising in my time. That sort of fell off with residency because I was busy, you know, trying to not die and blow my brain up with the work demands of residency. That seems very unfriendly. Sir, please calm down, sir. That worked a little better than I thought it might. Okay. Well, I think it's safe to say that the damage output on this character is not the problem. Because I would consider, like, the crafts on my weapons are decent, but, like, I mean, I'm not doing a lot of damage, and my chance to poison actually is not all that good. Except in the acid pools. Like, because the acid pools, everything, like, has an extra chance, like, it gives an extra stack of poison, basically. So, that's pretty cool. What is this lightning damage with shurikens nonsense? How about physical damage or poison? word was shift. Eh. Stun avoidance. I don't really see a world where I would stack stun avoidance. Bleed chance per equipped sword and damage wielding a dagger. Bummer, dude. Well, that's not so bad. Oh, minion health. For some reason I read that as... I think my brain just transformed that into damage over time. But it's still not going to be as good as this. Like, the extra 2 projectiles with shurikens is like a gigantic damage boost. That's what, I normally have 7, so that's like a 28% damage boost. 28% more damage with shurikens. So, that's my in-game gloves, again. All I need is a better roll. Yeah, again with the lightning damage to shurikens, I don't like that mod. It sucks. It takes the place of something useful. Okay. That was not fantastic, but at least I get to shatter that. And get acid flask shards. Okay, well, that's not so bad. Ooh, there's bosses here. Didn't notice that. Let's rock it out. So yeah, I'm getting back into to finish that story. I'm kind of getting back into med student advising, and I like it. I enjoy it. You know, there's anytime you do advising, you're gonna have to answer a fair amount of just sort of rote questions. You know, like, what was your GPA? What did you do? You know, how did your application season go? But for me, those questions are actually sort of interesting because I didn't really like. I was not your typical pre-med by any stretch of the imagination. Because I had no idea what I wanted to do. Just kind of like, I was like, well, guess I'll take the MCAT. Medicine sounds cool. Like, you know, medicine was on my radar, but I didn't know what I was doing.
Chris said feed pictures.
I have no idea what that was. Anyway. Was that Discord? I wonder if that was Discord. Like, that's actually an interesting story to tell. This is where I'm going. Like, didn't know what I was doing, just kind of, like, crafted the MCAT, did well because I'm a good test taker, and, like, just happened to know all
Muffin said feed pics.
Muffin said feed pics. What the fuck has been going on here? Alright. Whatever is happening there, I don't understand. Okay, so, getting out of that channel for reals. Let's see here. Don't ask questions. Believe it or not, that was one of the MCAD servers that I'm part of, that I've done. That was the one that I did the last Q&A for. Apparently they like feed pics. Med students gotta get down somehow, right?
Yes.
And dude, they do. So, I have an excellent story for you. I don't do much storytelling here, and I feel like that should change. So I started dating my wife my last year of med school. And this is one of, like, you know, if she can hear me telling this story, she's probably rolling her eyes because, like, she hears this all the time because it's, like, one of my favorite things to tell. Anyway, so we started dating right after Thanksgiving, my senior year of med school, my last year. That seems like that could have some use. So I invited her to our winter formal. And, I knew full well exactly how fucking terrible it sounds to go to a med school formal, right? That sounds like the most boring shit ever. It sounds like a bunch of, like, stuck-up ass nerds sitting around, you know, hobnobbing, like, talking about how awesome they are. Well, what she didn't know is that our school, not necessarily my class, but like our school had been kicked out of every venue that we had been to all 4 years that I was there. This was the whole school. Like, the event was the whole school, not just my class. But yeah, my class, every single year, we've been asked not to return to every venue that we went to. Because it was a fucking crazy ass party. So I'm a pretty decent cook. Like, when we just started dating, this was maybe like our, I don't know, 5th, 6th date, something like that. This is mid-December. Like, we started dating. What am I doing? Not paying attention.
Not happening.
Or maybe I need to go that way anyway. So, like, I make this nice dinner for her. Like, we have fillets, like, bacon-wrapped asparagus, make some mashed potatoes. You know, we have a couple drinks. Like, life is good. And the plan all along was to, like, have a pre-party in my house. And so, she knew this, but we're all dressed up and looking nice. We had a nice meal, maybe like 2 drinks on board, 2 nice drinks, some nice wine or something. And then all my friends start showing up, and basically immediately just throw down. Like, there's like people blowing coke off my countertops. There's people doing shots left and right. Like, I did not partake in any of the coke, just for the record. Shit's getting kind of crazy, and she was like, what in the hell did I sign up for? What is going on here? And, so like, everybody's getting crunk, man. And it comes time to go to this dance, and she's like, dude, I don't know if I can hang with this crowd. This is ridiculous. So we finally, we roll to this dance, and there's like, God, they served this like terrible cocktail. I don't remember what it was, but it tasted like cough syrup, dude. It was like this green shit that they served in a martini glass, and it was just awful. And we're already like rip-roaring drunk when we showed up, so it wasn't really like that big of a deal because we didn't really need more. But it did fuel quite a bit of vomiting at the party itself. So there's like bitches puking everywhere, like, and I use the term bitches as a non-gender specific term, merely a fortitude related term. Like, there's just people vomiting all over the place. There's like, girls in the bathroom like crying and like makeup smeared everywhere, and my now wife is just like, this is fucking crazy, what is happening? And there's like people having, and so one part that I forgot is that this is at a very, very upscale, nice country club in Little Rock. Like, really nice, maybe the nicest one there, at least one of them.
Yes.
And, we're just like trashing the place. There's broken glasses everywhere, people barfing constantly, people having sex on the balcony, like, just insanity ensues. And, we're all dancing and just like going nuts. And, my wife's just like, what the fuck? What is this? One more time, what the fuck did I get myself into? And, so we go to this other place and kind of like close the night down, because in Little Rock at the time, this is probably still the case, but like at the time there were like literally only 3 places open after like 10 p.m. in the whole city, and so we went to one of those, even on weekends, and we went to one of those and we're like hanging out and kind of like detoxing a little bit, have like burger fries kind of thing, and then we decided to go back over to one of my friends' houses and kind of like turn it up a notch again. And we're just like hanging out, and the night ended abruptly when another of my friends corners my date at the time, now wife, and I can't imagine for the life of me how this didn't scare her away, but this girl comes up to her and goes, listen, if you hurt him, I will fucking destroy you. Just like out of the blue. Says that to her. And I heard that and I was like, okay, I guess it's time for us to go. It's been a great night, everybody, but now we're off. We've got to get the fuck out of here. So we did, and we went home. That was probably like 4 in the morning, so it was like, you know, it's not going anywhere. But still, like, that was a rather emphatic end to the night. It's like, we gotta stop that. Got to stop that shit. But yeah, that was my winter formal story. That was good. It's real good shit. I feel like I found one of those, but I don't remember. That's super good. I don't remember what the rolls looked like. Why did I keep that?
Yes.
Oh, well, actually I'm glad I did, because it gave me an opportunity to sell all my nonsense. Okay. Totally lost track of what I was doing there. So yeah, good times. Med school is, it's not all work. It's mostly work, but it's not all work. There's a lot of pent-up tensions of various kinds that tend to explode out when they get a chance. And that definitely happened from time to time. Let's see, movement speed, all res while transformed. Melee attack speed. I think the one I have is probably better. The 23% extra damage is sort of better. Okay. Bye. Alright, can I do this quest? Yes, I can. Alright, Abomination. Here it comes. Let's do this. I think that is so badass. I know this boss is like kind of, you know, like it looks so cool though. Boss is sort of a pansy. But like all the animations for this fight are like just fucking awesome. Love it. Ah, well this isn't good. Thanks, dodge. My dodge chance is not really what I hoped it would be. That's something I hope to work on, but I don't know if there's going to be room for that, realistically. But damn, I regain life fast. Alright, Poison, do your thing. Go, go, go! Die, Soul Vessel! You some bitch! There.
Not happening.
Almost timed it right. Alright, Abomination. Run around, get some mana back. I don't know what to do about mana on this character. Alright, let's do the whole deal.
Not happening.
Yeah, the mana situation is gonna be rough. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Alright. Look at those poison stacks go. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, heard all that nonsense.
Not happening.
Is it gonna get him? It's gonna be close. Don't really want to get hit by that. We'll call this. There we go. Get your crazy ass body armor. It's kind of cool that you actually get like a, you know, pretty solid unique as a guaranteed drop. Right, I think it's a guaranteed drop. Very common drop. But, that is a really, really bad roll on that. And fortunately, I already have one. Listen to the souls. I want that level 65 timeline. Thank you very much. Alright, let's see. 12% increased unique drop. 5 experience. Meh. Adorned idol. I guess I'll just take the unique upgrade. Yep, sure. Sure. Get in there. Leave. What the crap? Stupid ghost. Get out of my face. The Black Sun. Here we go. Experience right off the bat. Fuck yeah. Let's do this. Alright, Black Sun. Oh. Passive points. So I have 2 points to spend. Where did I want to go next? That is the question. Do I want that? Do I want to finish this? I think I want to finish that. Did I want to go something here? What is this? What is this? Health on glancing blow. Is that useful to me? I think that might be something I do down the line. What is that? Dex and health? So 5 health and 1 dex. That's pretty good. Every third melee throwing or bow attack deals you increased damage. So that's like 6% more damage, or increased damage overall. That doesn't seem super great. Attack speed and flat fizz though is solid. I don't know, I do kind of like the dex idea though. Increased damage per increased movement speed. Okay. So I mostly just got that point to unlock that ability. Crit per dagger, yeah, I don't need that. I don't really need crit chance. What would I get here? That. Perfection. Maybe. Oh yeah, I want that. Forgot about that. Thought I'd finish that up, but I guess not. So I'm probably gonna do that. Or maybe this. Fall back on Puncture a little more often. I don't know. I got a long way to go on the offense, well, on everything on this character. I'm sort of running into the same concerns I had for my Ice Sorcerer, that I'm going to be, oh shit, Void Spire. I'm going to be biting off a lot of things. You know, there's a lot of like stuff that I want to do with this character. It's going to be tough to gear for all of it. Like specifically, I want to do poison damage, endurance, dodge. Is there anything else? I guess that's it. But it's still a lot. And health where I can get it, but endurance is probably going to take the place of that. Like dexterity, you know, again, is going to be a huge deal. Ugh. So speaking of dexterity, or specifically stat stacking, someone in my YouTube video mentioned, like the guide to the Ice Sorcerer, mentioned that maybe int stacking is a good way to go, and I tend to agree with that. I think that might be a really nice way to increase damage. So if y'all are interested in that character, I would suggest giving that a try and just seeing how it goes. You'll probably have to like sacrifice some like crit chance, maybe some freeze multiplier, but it should be like that should be a fair trade, right? The damage increase and ward retention from having full crap load of intelligence. But I'm not going to do that anytime soon because that essentially requires a complete regear of my character. If that's okay. I'm pretty happy where it ended up. So yeah, if you have any feedback regarding that move, holla at your boy.
Not happening.
Ugh. Oh, if you guys missed my last stream, I was streaming this game called Tainted Grail Conquest, which I actually saw on Arcadum's stream, so credit to him. But it's an awesome game. It's like this combo between so it's a roguelike game, but it's like an RPG with deck building to it. So like you kind of run around and like pick fights with enemy groups, and like, you know, you draw cards out of your deck and use them to like do special moves and stuff and kill shit. It is super cool, and I think like it was in the Steam sale for like $12 or something, but now it's like 20 full price. But it's totally worth 20 bucks. It's a really fun game, like super quirky and dark, and like just well done. Like I really enjoyed it. I haven't played a whole lot of it. I think I probably put like 5 or 6 hours into it, but it's super cool. Definitely recommend it. And like honestly, you know, at that price point, like, okay, so even if I stop playing it now, $3 an hour for entertainment, like, okay, who am I to complain about that? You know, I routinely pay many times more than that. Like, basically every time I go out, I pay more than that. If you go to dinner with somebody, it's at least like $30, right? It takes an hour.
Might have to drop something.
But anyway,
Not
point
happening.
is, good game, really cool game, and I had the very unexpected privilege of having one of the voice actors in the chat, and just kind of chilling, and you know, briefly, he wasn't there for too long. He had to go do husband duties, hang out with his wife, and I think his kid too, as I recall. But he was chilling there, seemed like a pretty cool dude. And then one of his characters, he voiced like 4 or 5 different people,
Might have to drop something.
as I remember, if I remember correctly. But one of his characters killed me. It was the Pied Piper, and like I decided to like be a douchebag to the Pied Piper, and he just like wiped the freaking floor with me. It was rough, and that guy got to see it. It was funny. Good times. But yeah, check out Tainted Grail Conquest. Tainted Grail Conquest. Really good game. Like, little indie title, man. I love that shit.
Yes.
Obviously got very good exposure with Arcadum, but, you know, I figured I'd push him over the top and mention him here. Because that's what kind of guy I am. I want to mess with that. So, physical resistance. What's my phys resistance? 63. Necrotic is 41.
Yes.
I mean, it's a pretty good roll implicit. Maybe I'll buy that. Ooh, fizz pin with puncture. And throwing physical damage. Why, yes I will. Active shadow. And throwing fizz damage. Jesus. Okay, well I don't actually have any active shadows, I guess, so I'll get rid of that. Just don't need it. That is trash. Poison, melee fizz. It's like a decent damage over time, max, honestly. I hadn't considered, like, doubling up on bleed and poison and just doing, like, damage over time bonuses, but I don't know that that's a useful thing to do. Fire res, chance to bleed. Okay, cool. Cold res and Ellie res. Yeah, no implicit though. No useful implicit, because this already has cold res built into it. So that's maybe worth some cold res shards. Nah, screw it. Just getting sold. Not gonna shatter that for cold res. Oh my. That's... What? What? That is a ridiculous idol. Oh shit. Okay. What the fuck? Dude. Wow. Alright. Well, we'll set that aside, because that's fucking good. Health on kill, dodge, yeah, man. Bow attack speed and dodge hit recently. So that's like 15. I mean, you've always used a bow attack recently, right? If you have a bow character. I'll hang on to that one too. So, do I want this? I have a question. How much does that actually increase my damage? It's throwing attack damage, right? Yeah, so 1983. So, 21? Yep, don't care. Do not care. Oh, I wonder if that affects my puncture damage. 3719? Or, like, if it tells me that. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. Okay, well, that's certainly going in there. Jesus. Poison on hit, physical res. At this point, I probably need that physical res. Damn. Those are actually both pretty good, but I think I gotta take that. So I'm gonna be giving up physical resistance here. Well, maybe. Assuming I craft it reasonably. Or craft...
Yes.
this reasonably. Shatter! Flame Reeve. Do I have that? That doesn't ring a bell. Oh, I do. I have 2 of those, in fact. Okay. Is it better than what I have? Oh, it's way better than that one. Shit. 36 fire and 41. Yeah, okay. Hell yeah. Wait a second. Hate that. Like, accidentally misclicked. It's bullshit. Okay,
Yes.
for you, I think we're just gonna go ahead and pitch that. Let's see what I can craft out of this armor. It's probably gonna be better than what I have. What can I put on prefixes? Okay, I'm not. This is a very throwaway-ish kind of armor, so I'm definitely not gonna be doing any of this like class-specific stuff on it. This will be upgraded from, you know, pretty mightily, I would imagine. So let's do Dex. Boop, boop. Let's try it again. Yay! And... No! Why? Why? 5 dexterity. Why, armor? Why? I think it's still better than what I have, but fuck, man. That was weak. That was super weak. Damn it. I guess I'll shatter that though, because that's like pretty. That mod is pretty good. Like if you actually want swords, not
Yes.
a bad option. Shop for that. I don't know that I really want to upgrade from that. That's pretty good. Let's see, what's my armor at now? Woo, 17%! Dodge, more importantly, is 30. It's actually not bad. Could be worse. What's that do to my damage? Not much. Not much. But that's okay. What was that? The bow thing, yeah. God, I really need to get rid of some of this fucking trash in here. Yeah, a lot of this is not really all that good. Those are pretty good mods on there, though. Damn, especially for me. Oh yeah, I can't. Yeah, crit chance doesn't do anything for me. Boo. Let's see. How many do I have there? Lots. Okay, you go there. Idols. Let's chuck. Minion chance to bleed. I don't know that I'll ever use that, so You guys get to go in there.
Yes.
Boop. Of course, I could be wrong, and that was like the best idol fucking ever that I just sold off, but oh well.
Yes.
Increased area, yeah, lots of armor. No bueno. Ooh, extra puncture. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you for the puncture shards. Alright. Gimme that experience. Please. Please the experience. Ooh, special chest. And I have to kill void spiders. Great. With all that void resistance that I have. Or not. Ow. Oh, pick it up, run, fuck. Oh yeah, this isn't empowered. I forgot. I got used to like the empowered spires just like butt fucking you instantly if you get hit by them. Alright, well I'm pretty satisfied with the gear progress that I've made tonight. So I'd say I've gone from like basically trash to not bad.
Not happening.
Certainly lots of improvements left to be made, but what I've got is workable.
Easy. Too easy.
Definitely want to upgrade my weapons. I feel like my weapons are dog shit. I want that, what I really want is that there's a dagger that's, like one of the implicits is, chance to poison. And I am all about that. That's going to make a big difference in my overall damage output. Trash mobs, come to me! Make my EXP raise. Gotta do this shit. Okay, oh. How did I think the spires over there? I don't know. Those little bastards do a lot of damage. These little fire covenant dudes. No like. Daddy no like. Nope, why did I do that? Didn't end up being that bad of an idea because I drop an acid flask whenever I shift, and I also drop one where I arrive. So on big targets, that's not necessarily not a bad idea to shift through them.
Yes.
See, look at all that acid. Okay, transfer that shit. All of these have level 5. Oh. You know what? I think I forgot to adjust my loot filter from low levels. I wondered why I was picking up so much trash. Not the worst thing that I've ever seen. So that'll be 38% increased damage for my puncture, basically, for the shadow attacks from puncture. Okay, those get shattered. Wait a second. That have LA pin on it? No. That's pretty good. That is also pretty good. Wow, those are good small charms. Alright, I'm gonna get this shit to stop dropping. Alright. Shatter. Shatter. And change. Oh, no. Oh, I guess all that stuff just had weird class-specific stuff. Weird. Okay.
Yes.
So that actually seems real good. God.
Okay.
Idols. Fine, I'll buy another goddamn idol tab. cool stuff that I want to keep. Alright, I'm over it. Let's go. Let's fucking go. What is this? Void Spires again. Perfect. Knew I needed that void resistance when I crafted that ring earlier. It was fabulous. Decent tactic for it. Oh, that's a lot of big ass scorpions. Why don't we kill them?
Not happening.
No. Walk right by it. Whoops. Yeah, sometimes it's hard for me to like get the whole like skill rotation thing down because it's like optimizing it is a little tricky sometimes. It's like you get, you know, the 5 shurikens when you dash or when you shift. And then, so like theoretically you've got the acid flask already down, right? So you got the flask down, shift into whatever you're attacking, and smoke bomb, and then cast the shurikens, and then start attacking the puncture. Usually at this level it's, you know, maybe 5 or 6 attacks with puncture at most, probably more like 4. But I pretty regularly manage to screw up the timing a fair bit, unfortunately.
Not happening.
Alright, let's practice, shall we? Alright, there's that. Shift in. And smoke bomb didn't cast for some reason, but whatever. It's all good. Still killed everything. Yes! I will take those runes.
Not happening.
Not happening. She's so sassy, dude. Why is the rogue so sassy? Silly girl. That's kind of good. Huh. I just want to craft that up for shits and giggles. See what happens. Okay. So that's increased physical damage. This is the one that like real hardcore matters. Okay, got that. This is second in command matters. Nope. Slow and hit's already up there. Yeah, maybe we'll just do that. Okay. Oh boy. That's a pretty good bow, dude. Wow. Not bad at all. Okay. That sucks. Okay. All that is fender fodder. Do you have anything that I want to buy? New daggers? No. What's that? Primal spotting armor, don't care. Oh, well, that gets shattered. Couple class specific things on there. Oh great, 1 shift shard. That's perfect. That's what I was hoping for.
Take care.
Alright, well, now that I've used my extra stash tab, or oh, I forgot I have these. Oh, son of a bitch, so I didn't even need to buy that tab. Damn it. Whatever. Whatever. Leave it. I need 50 stability, so the way I'm crafting, I probably need to go this way. Get some more glyphs. I'm using those glyphs of the Guardian like they are going out of style. So if you're new to this game, basically the concept of these echoes is to get through them as quickly as possible, which is why I'm not really bothering to stop and kill shit most of the time, as I stop and kill shit. But yeah, like the quicker that you can mow through these, the better off you are. These guys, I stopped to kill because they have a gigantic range and they do a lot of damage and can really like fuck your plans up. Oh, this guy I have to kill? Alright then. Oh, that was not as hard as I thought. It seemed like he might be a little more hardcore than that, but did not eat his Wheaties this morning. Bad call, man. Bad call, Infernal Husk. Boom. Oh, get out of that way. Dude, those guys do an unreal amount of damage for, like, regular ass enemies. Ow. Okay. Maybe we're gonna clean up house here a little bit. There you go. How'd you like that poison? Was that fun? A good time for you? I do dig that puncture, man. I've never seen anybody do a puncture build before. Maybe I haven't looked very hard, but our puncture's poison build it, so pretty sure I saw a puncture poison build, but it seems to be working well now. Maybe I'm just kidding myself for the empowered echoes, but whatever. We'll see. Gearing has a long way to go, as does passive point allocation. Boop. Trash. Trash. Blade pin. Okay. Building sword. Oh, that's actually like not, or would be not bad if I had a sword. But I don't, so it's just gonna get exploded. Shatter, shatter.
Yes.
You sell me more shattering runes? No? Okay, bummer.
Take care.
Experience. Yes, please. Oh, there we go. In this timeline, the void attacks the world before much of humanity was able to escape. That's grim. Instead, more of the fallen Osprix survived and planned to use the void for nefarious purposes. Not nefarious purposes! Fallen Osprix and void cultists have descended upon the town of Ledria. Let's go fuck some shit up in Ledria. How about? My blender, you like?
Yes.
Let's see, what do you have to say? Ledria Mare. Dark tar stuff started spreading like veins through the village. Tar veins, not so good. Blah blah blah. Assume they must have fallen as well. We heard reports of them hiding in the mountains, but it was nonsense. Just like rumors of the immortal emperor's death. Now I see it's all true. Cultists joined forces with the Osprix and are destroying everything in their path. What can I do? Exodus in the mountain caves? Okay. Where are the caves? What can I do? Okay, leave. Yeah, whatever.
Stay
Let's go.
safe.
Let's kill some shit.
Not happening.
Freaking love red blender. Jesus. So many things that I want to pick up. What do you want? Why are you question marking me? Get out of here! Okay, so I gotta save these villagers. Got it. It does so much damage. Need a chance to get these men out of here. They're no longer fit to fight, and yet they're just sitting there taking void
Not
damage.
happening.
Bet they really appreciate that. They're just your, like, void tank.
What brings you here?
You have to help us out of here. Brother tried to save your belongings. Bro, there's like fucking void worms right there, man. What are you doing? Get out. Go home. Go to your grandma's house or something. crazy ass rogue with a Shuriken blender come and clear all this out for you before you try to get all your stuff. These guys don't want your stuff anyway.
Not
Hey,
happening.
stop that life siphon nonsense. Get out of here.
Yes?
Thank you for holding them off. You're welcome. Why don't I continue to do that? What was that? Axiom? I don't know what that is.
Not happening.
But I have it now. God, I love maps with lots of fucking game fodder because I just know it. It is so awesome.
Yes, gone to be with you.
Alright,
Yes?
go home. Nope, what do I have to do now? Defend the town from cultists. Get out of here, cultists. Go back into your mountain cave. Yep. Wait a second. Wasn't I supposed to go down here just a second ago? Okay. I didn't see any cultists. Oh, are you a cultist? Hey, come here.
Not happening.
Fuck off. Are you guys cultists? What am I supposed to do down here? No? Go to the town square. Okay. Town square. Done. Oh! Big Chungus.
Not
Fuck him up. Ow, ow, ow. He has similar plans for me. God! You're shattering. I want that. Alright. Acid Flask. Shift in. Smoke Bomb. And Crush. A Heretic. There we go. I done it. Alright. Oh shit.
Yes.
Okay, what's that? Nope. 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 This is the shield I was talking about. Lots of endurance threshold. That sucks to miss out on, but it's alright. I think I'm better off with 2 daggers. Doot, doot, doot. Let's see, what are these? Lightning res? Nope. Ah. The poison res is pretty cool. What's this? Ooh, damage over time and blind on hit. Okay, the blind on hit I don't care about, but let's see what I can do with this. Now, that's not a great place to start, but here, I'm gonna do poison damage first. Maybe if I'm super duper crazy ass lucky, I will make myself a new weapon. Or not! Or I will blow it up with a 91% chance to succeed. That's cool. That's cool too. Okay. Well, on that lovely note, I think it's about time for me to go to bed. Because I get to be up bright and early, as per usual. So, thank you guys for watching. I am MilkmanAl. Please come and follow me for all the cool stuff that I've got coming up. Remember, there's Path of Exile stuff, build guide for this guy, question and answer next Wednesday? July 21st, whatever that is, at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern with the Student Doctor Network. Lots of new YouTube content coming your way. It's gonna be fucking awesome. So, hit me up, follow me, please, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Thank you for joining me again tonight. I had a lot of fun, I had a good time, hopefully you did too. But sleep well, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks again for joining me. I am out.